everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Crystal, and in today's video I'm going to review the Canon XC650, and that is for Japan. And for US, they have different names, just have different names in Japan and in the US. So in the US, this one is called the Canon Powershot ELPH 360s. I heard from a lot of people that this is the exact same camera as Kendall Jenner, and if you're following her on Instagram, you're gonna see that she had a couple of posts of her using this camera, and her unit is actually a color black. Mine is the silver color. I am such a big fan of Canon PowerShot. Digicams are back and they're really phenomenal at the moment. A lot of people are purchasing older digicams, even if it's from 2010 to up to like 2017. There are so many amazing digicams that you can buy. In my opinion, most of the digicams are still so much better than any phone camera out there. I haven't tried the Samsung S24 Ultra. I know that that phone takes like really good pictures, but I feel like because the digicams like this, they have an actual lens that goes in and out like that. Digicams are still so much better than any phone camera, even if it's the S24 Ultra. I don't know what's the best iPhone camera, but for me, digicams are still better for taking pictures, especially if you really love taking pictures. Digicams are so handy, and especially this one, the XC650. This is a really high model of the ELPH or like the XC line. I'm not sure if this is the highest or there's one more model higher than this, but this takes, like, I have the Canon M6 Mark II, and the quality of the pictures that you'll get from this is very similar to the M6 Mark II. I really love the M6 Mark II as well, so I can't really decide which one I love. I love them all. So I also have a Sony Digicam here with me. This one is the Sony Steady Shot DSE W320. This is a side-by-side comparison. The Sony one is very slim, very small, cute size. This one is slightly bigger, but the size is not really a lot different. Like, this one is really more advanced. This has more features and the specs are really high. I'm gonna do a separate review for the Sony one. I love the Sony camera as well. I kept telling everyone, like, my brother's also into photography. I kept telling him that if you're really into photography, you need to have a digicam with you because digicams are super handy, very easy to carry around with you. So I personally like to keep at least one Canon and one Sony with me wherever I go because the quality of the pictures that you get from Sony Sony, they're more vivid, more vibrant, more saturated. Whereas with Canon, you always get the natural feel. The colors are really more natural, more realistic. So I always carry with me two cameras, one Sony and one Canon. Yes, it's expensive, but it's really worth the price. There are so many options. You have like a mini SLR with you. I don't have an SD card at the moment. I have an unboxing video for this camera, but I'm gonna upload that very soon. I haven't edited that video yet, but this is how the camera looks like. I really love the design of Canon cameras. I'm not really sure why, but I feel like they're very user-friendly. So this is the top. I already put my own plastic protector because I can't find a ready-made screen protector for this, so I had to cut myself. I'm super extra careful with my cameras, with my phone, because I really take good care of my devices. Along with this, I always carry with me this U-green. This is how I transfer the files. I always have what do you call this? What's this, Nor?
Changer.
Yeah, I have this
Reader.
this is a card reader, and you can use this for your phone. So right now I'm using my phone to film this video, but this is a Type-C. I will just put the SD card here in the card reader and then insert this in my Type-C phone. You're going to be able to transfer the files there so much easier. And the SD card that I'm using is this one. This is the SanDisk Extreme 32 gig. This is really good. Like, this even works for my Canon EOS M6 Mark II. This is a really good SD card. I don't think you're gonna need a super high quality SD card for digicams, especially for like the older models of Canon or Sony. This has a lot of options. You have the auto mode, program, portrait mode. What else do you have here? Like smart shutter. There are so many options here. Like, it's almost like a mini SLR, and you can use this anywhere, like especially for your on vacation. You don't want to bring like a heavy SLR with you. You have all the options, and I feel like you're gonna get the same feel. It's such a pro mini camera. So many options. You can change the shutter speed, the ISO, like, and this is not just any camera, because if you're gonna bring this with you, you want like nice high quality pictures, you're gonna get it from this camera. The lens is different. I can't really explain, like, I'm not really good with tech reviews. The settings are so easy to browse, and for me, it's actually kind of similar to the Canon G7X Mark II. I already owned that before, but I'm not really impressed with the video. Now the G7X is really, really overpriced. But for me, I'm not super impressed with that one. First of all, there was an issue with my Canon G7X Mark II. It was a red dot when you're taking videos. Like in the videos, there's like a red dot, so it's like a dead pixel, I'm not sure. So I had to purchase another G7X Mark II, which also had an issue. So it was also, it had something to do again with the broken pixel. And that's why I gave up from that camera. The video quality of the G7X is okay. It's okay. Like, I wouldn't say it's amazing, because I always compare it to the M6 Mark II, which takes like breathtaking pictures and breathtaking videos. The M6 Mark II, the footages that you get from the M6 Mark II are hyper realistic. They're just as real as it can get. I brought the M6 Mark II with me for camping one time, and while you're watching the video that you get out of the M6 Mark II, you just feel like you're there. It's that realistic. I used to own the Canon Powershot 82300. That camera is also really good. I honestly think that 82300 is still better than my phone camera. Like, the colors are really nice, and it has this like vintage but like realistic effect to it. When I say realistic, I mean captures how your skin color looks like, how your face really actually looks like. It doesn't change the shape of your face, because whenever I take pictures with my phone, I'm never happy with it. I hate how I look in phone camera pictures. So yeah, I am so happy that I got my hands on this. It really captures the moment. It doesn't really change too much. It's not too saturated, although you can change the saturation, the vividness. You can even change the brightness and contrast in this camera. There are so many options you can do here. Again, this is the Canon PowerShot ELPH 360 or the XC650.